Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to check out another one of my videos. Today we have a Boxycharm review and unboxing video for you. And per usual, I will have Jen from Jen Loves Reviews, her channel linked down below because she is the inspiration and the first person that I saw do her unboxing in this style. So I always want to make sure I credit her. But yeah, we are doing a review on last month, so September's Boxycharm, and then I'm unboxing on here my October box. So let's keep it short and sweet because I have a goal to try to get this under or at least the same time as my last video, which I think was around 13 minutes. So let's see if we can go for a 10-minute video. Yeah. So as I said, let's start out with September's reviews, and I'm just going to kind of go down the list of everything they included on their little card. First, let's talk about the Soiree Diaries palette from Pure, which this was the highlight for me for the box last month. This was definitely a palette that I was very interested in. As I mentioned, I was going to buy it when it first released, and it retails for $32 or $34. So I got it inside my Boxycharm for under $21, which I think is fantastic. I've actually been playing around with Pixie by Petra's eyeshadow palette, the collab with It's Judy Time. I noticed as I play back and forth between that palette and this palette that the quality seems very similar. So, which can be a little like, you know, disappointing because Pure is a more high-end palette. Pure is a more high-end brand than I consider Pixie. Pixie is still drugstore even though it is higher priced. But just for example, that Pixie palette is $20 and this is $34. So it is a much higher priced palette that I feel like is very similar in quality. The mattes perform very similar to the quality of the Pixie, as do the shimmers. For my eye look today, I have Private Party under my brow bone. I warmed up my crease with Gala. Then I have Stunner on the outer corner, and I also put it on the inner corner. I was trying to do a halo eye, but my eyes are watering, so I changed that. But I have this packed on the outer edge right now, and then I have glitz all over the lid with a little bit of highlight, a different highlighter in my inner corner. And that is all. I also just took Stunner on my lower lash line, and that's it. They're all, the quality of this is nice. These two seem to apply pretty darn similar, and they're not intense. You really have to build up the color as you're blending. If you blend a lot, you have to kind of go back in and pack it on. These type of mattes perform better with the patting motion, so you can really pack on the color and get the intensity. But even with that, I'd almost have to say that you would want to go into a different matte palette if you wanted a really dark, rich chocolate brown to really smoke out your outer corner. These don't really give it to you, at least for my personal preference. But I mean, overall, I'm very happy that I got it in my Boxycharm. My September box was not a dud because this palette is really nice, and I do think I will be reaching for it in the future, especially this glitzy shade. It's a really pretty shade that makes me think of like pecans and pumpkins and fall and all that stuff. But it's a really nice palette. I would not pay $34. I don't think it's really worth $34. So if you can ever find it on sale or get a coupon, maybe I don't know if this is a limited edition or when they go to phase it out, if they'll put it on sale. I wouldn't pay more than $20 for it. I'm very glad I got it in my Boxycharm because, as I said, I kind of, now that I've been comparing the Pixie palette next to this palette this month, I just think they're very similar in quality, but it is a nice palette. I just think it's a little overpriced for the quality that it is. Okay, next up is a brow pencil from MAC. I got the shade Lingering. I have it on my brows right now. I made it work, but when I'm using it and really looking at it, I feel like it's just too light of a color for my brows, so I don't plan to use it after this. So in that respect, this is kind of a dud, but it is a nice product. I just don't think you get a whole lot in there. And I don't like the fact that you have to only twist up as much as you need right then because you can't twist down. It's a very soft pencil. You don't want it to break, so I have to kind of twist, use it, twist, use it, and I have to keep going back and twisting more up, which I find annoying because it's such a tiny tip. Again, I have big bushy brows, so I need something with I need more surface area on my pencils to get the job done quicker, but it's nice. I was happy to use it. If I had received a color that was in my eyebrow shade, I would have still used it and finished it up. I think it's, you know, fine product. I'm glad I got it in my Boxycharm, but I wouldn't pay full price for this. Next is the Ultra Satin, ColourPop Ultra Satin Lips, and I got the color Strip. I have it on my lips right now. I really like the Ultra Satin lip formula. You guys have heard me mention that before. I hate the packaging, or like the not the packaging, but just the quality of the packaging, because the writing always wears off. And I've had this in my purse, I think twice, and the writing's pretty much all gone on the side. So it's really hard when you have ultra matte lips and ultra satin lips to differentiate which is which, because they both are in the exact same tube. So I hate that about these liquid lips, or these liquid lipsticks from ColourPop specifically, but it's a really nice formula. It's very comfortable. If you're not someone who likes the drying lipsticks, I definitely highly recommend their ultra satin lips. You do have to reapply after eating, but it doesn't wear away that badly when you eat, which I find really nice, but it does transfer. So ups and downs with it, but overall I really like it. For $6, definitely recommend it. And I mean, I would buy more of this if I found more colors that I like, but I have so many lipsticks right now that I don't need anymore. But I am very glad that it was in my Boxycharm. All right, next was the loose blush from Studio Makeup. It retailed for $35. I asked y'all if you wanted me to test it out, and I didn't really get any astounding yeses, like please try it out. A couple people were just like, don't waste your time, girl. So I didn't open it, and I put it in my giveaway box to give away to one of y'all one day. So yeah, I don't really have anything to say positively or negatively about that product. Next is the Bare Minerals Face Perfecting Brush. This retails for $28. I told you guys I was going to use this, and I'm not going to lie, I never used it, because every time I went to use it, I didn't want to, and I didn't want to make myself use it. I think the biggest reason why I didn't want to use this brush was also because of how tiny it is. Like, I just feel like that would take me forever to buff in my foundation when, for example, I could grab my IT Cosmetics brush and just get it done in like half the time, I feel like. So I just didn't want to. A couple people I'd heard tried this brush and they didn't like it. I never used it, and I just find this a dud, so I think I'm going to just declutter it out of my collection after this because I don't want to use it. So this is a dud for me from last month. And then last up we have the Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask from Briogeo. Now I do want to point out that they say it retails for $20 on here. I went and looked up the amount that's in here, and Sephora actually sells this brand, which I didn't know before this, so that's very cool. But they sell a 8 ounce, which is the big tub here, which is what I had before even getting this, an 8 ounce for $32, I believe. Yeah, so $36 is what this retails for, and then you can also get a 1 ounce bottle to like test out for $9. This, the size that Boxycharm included is a 2 ounce. So I don't know how Boxycharm does their math, but in my head, 1 ounce retails for $9, so 2 ounces should retail for $18. I don't know where they got the $2 extra for, but I feel like they kind of were being a little fishy on the price there, because I didn't come up with $20 when I figured out how much this was worth, so I feel like that was a bit of a stretch. But all that aside, I didn't use this because I had this and I just brought it out of my shower because I am still using it. I'm nearly done with it. It's an okay mask. I wouldn't repurchase it though. Just gonna throw it out there. I just don't find it extremely moisturizing, and if I'm gonna take the time to put a mask in and let it sit in my hair, I do wanna feel a difference. And when I use the Don't Despair Repair from Briogeo, I just feel like my hair feels the same as if I just used a regular conditioner. So I just kind of see it as a regular conditioner. I really don't see it as a deep conditioning hair mask. So all in all, from September Box, I'm only super excited about these two products, which is the ColourPop Satin Lip and then the Pure eyeshadow palette. But considering how expensive this is, I don't consider my box a fail. I do consider it a little bit of a dud, but I'm still happy to have those in my collection, and I don't see myself decluttering either of those from my collection anytime soon. Okay, and now let's hop into October Box. I peeked at this just because I was really worried. There was a bunch of peeks going around, and one of the peeks was that we were going to get a Becca highlighter, and it was either going to be the pressed or liquid, and I was really hoping I didn't get the liquid because you guys know I'm not a liquid cream cheek product person, so I was very excited. I peeked and saw that I got the press, so then I was like, okay, good. I can wait to unbox the rest on video, but I just had to look and see. But anyway, the theme is Spellbound for this month, and we're just going to go ahead with the first product because I already mentioned it. It's the Becca It's the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector pressed in Prosecco Pop, and I actually really been wanting to get this highlighter, but I never bit the bullet to purchase it for myself, so I'm super excited that it came in this box, and I can already tell you that this box is worth it to me because I got this baby in it, because I have been thinking about, you know, forking over the retail price for it is $38, so I've been thinking about spending $38 to get this particular shade, Prosecco Pop. So I'm really excited that I don't have to. I got it in my Boxycharm, and I just think it is gorgeous. And yeah, I am super excited to start using this and just seeing how I like it, because you hear so many great things about Becca highlighters, and I do love their packaging. It's just really cool. Really cool, really fun, really different, and it just looks pretty. Next, I can already tell you guys I'm not going to be trying this. It's the Dr. Brandt Pore Dermabrasion Pore Perfecting Exfoliator. But I'm not going to be testing this out because I am in the middle of testing out the PMD, which is the Personal Microdermabrasion tool. I just shared a post on my blog sharing my beginner experiences with it, but I'm going to use it for a good solid 2 to 3 months. I mean, I might continue after that, but I need to do it for a solid 2 months. That way I can see before and after if it helps my skin. So since I'm using that, I really don't want to be using anything else exfoliating on my face because, one, I don't want to mess with the results that I get from the PMD, and 2, I think that's a little too much exfoliation because the PMD is a pretty intense exfoliation. But anyway, I think that's really cool that they're putting really high-end skincare into Boxycharm. Next is Tarte's Quick Dry Matte Lip Paint. This retails for $20, and I got Delish. Ooh, which is a color that I would like and totally up my alley, so I'm very excited. I've actually never, I think I've worn this formula once or twice. I had a sample mini size, but I've never tested it out for a day. So I really do need to do a 8-hour wear test with the Tarte's lip paint because I don't hear very good things about it, and I like to see my opinion on it. So if you'd like to see an 8-hour wear test review of this lip product before the next Boxycharm, let me know and I can try to do that ASAP for you guys. But I'm really excited. I'll stick a close-up as usual of the color, but this is totally my type of color and really appropriate for fall. Next, I have this Nailed It kit from NCLA and Boxycharm. Looks like they collabed on this little set. I am not going to be using this though because I got another NCLA, a little manicure set in a FabFitFun box, I think. And yeah, it looks exactly the same, but I think this is awesome and essential to have. Great to throw in your purse because you get hangnails at the worst possible moment, or if you have a daughter and you're out and you're like, oh, I need to cut your nails. You have it in your purse, and I just think this is really compact, and I do appreciate the amount of tools that they put in there. I think that, they're not the most amazing quality, but they work, and in a pinch, they more than work. So I'm excited about that, and I'll probably be including this in an upcoming giveaway or something because I don't need to. All right, last up is a lip liner pencil from Jontablu. I have no idea how to pronounce this, but that is a pretty color and looks like it'll go along nicely with the Tarte's lip paint. I wonder if they did that on purpose. It's in the shade 943 Brown Sugar. I don't have very many lip liners, so I am excited to have this, and we'll see. It doesn't retail. It only retails for $5, so whether it's good or bad, it doesn't really impact the value of this box that much, but that's exciting. I'm up for trying a lip liner, and I will try it this month and let you guys know what I think about this line, because for $5 this is as affordable as ColourPop. And those are all the products that I got in my October box. I'm super excited. I'm over the moon excited about this, and I'm definitely excited to try the Tarte's lip paint. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I did not make my goal of keeping this at 10 minutes, but we'll try next month, right? Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please let me know down below what products you were most excited to get in your box. Let me know, did you get the pressed or the liquid formula of the Becca highlighters in which you were wanting to get? But anyway, with all that said, I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye, guys.